Hey boys, we are back in the mid grinder here. There's still about 10 orcs left. Main attack is still happening here, and we're trying to like wall up here so they don't bother us here. And the cities are getting built up. The more time we have for this while fending them off, the closer are we to getting the serious firepower. There's 2 basilisks now here. And I think we repel a couple of war bosses here. This tower got destroyed here, and we have to clear it here. Thank you, 54. The city here is also causing problems for the Space Marines. If this stays up, it's gonna be problematic. This basilisk can open fire. We have it on level 6 and it's currently at 11 damage. That's plus 30% from being level 6 and plus 10% from having one old one artifact. This place is getting messed up. Those tank busters there, we could finish them off, demoralize them here. Should be in the range for the experience though. A little bit in the harm's way here, but trying to get these guys high level basils are not easy to level up, because they're always far in the back. Okay, nice. Pretty much demoralized here right now. This has taken a lot of damage here, but we should stay in the city. I'm gonna take additional damage. We'll put Moja here. Oh, nice. Thanks to the concealed weapon system, gun and skill on sight, we can actually kill killer cans in a single turn, but they're broken right now. 1.7 attacks. This was important to get a concealed weapon system here for sure. This thing is also on 12 armor. It's very tough inside the city. We kind of have to ignore this at the moment. We get the next fortress bastion in 3 turns. We'll just keep here on this side. Can we awaken the machine spirit here? No, we can't. 2 range accuracy. Puts to 100% on. Running out of energy and food. Plasma ionizer is going to be built here in a few turns, but the food is becoming a little bit problem. I think claiming this outpost should put it to 0. But we really gotta build another farm here. I'll build a wall on the left side. Guard it with Fatal Bastion, Lemon Rust battle tanks, and we'll continue to build tanks. With enough tanks, we'll win eventually. And hope we don't get killed in the meanwhile. That city lost up there was a big setback. Thank Toga. Yeah, this is an extreme planet here. There's very low food, ore, and energy. Meta ice hell.
Oh my god!
Hellish ice planet. Thanks, Sinister. If we can clear this one, it would be a big deal. I sent both Scout Sentinels there. Those guys are veteran of from the start of the game. Looks like the Imperial Bastion might be going down. Got the Dozer Blades, you know what it means. We have unlocked access to tier 8. Grants Bane Blades, Lemon Rust battle tanks, and Valkyries extra heavy bolters. Additional heavy bolters. This is where we start to have some serious firepower. Lemon Rust battle tank becomes our main thing with that one. This thing is taking damage. How much can we push here without losing this stuff? You can actually get extra attacks here, I think. I'm not sure this 2 is gonna be enough. We have to clear this, otherwise this guy's gonna be in a bad spot. It's to a level 10. We have extra 10% damage, now this one has extra attacks as well. 10 turns. This one has taken also some damage. This one might not even hold here. We have a tank here. And it's hard to say what is here right now. This one is in a bad shape, we should try to repair it. We don't have roll over them here, but this one is becoming quite potent since we got the concealed weapon system. I think pinning this one here makes sense. This one is on bad morale. This is our most important unit in the army right now. Module the steam tank. We have them low on morale here. Unless they get a kill, they're gonna be in a pretty bad spot. There's no fungus here, so they won't be able to regen. We have another tank here. This one kinda has to guard the wall here. Don't see anything here. So the heavy bolter has 2 damage, 3 attacks. What are we getting here? Hub block, Plasma ionizer. We're gonna get another tech priest here, since the other one got killed by those war buggies. This city will, either one of the cities will eventually be able to expand into the Shadow Wall here. We will need the next expansion for that. We also take this Joketo Trader encampment with this city here, but then Marines lose a lot of influence here because this one was not going to do anything here. We've been running way too close with that energy. Way too close. I think the Astra Militarum building a city here, one of our allies made this game possible. This is one of my city, this is one of our allies. This is their second city, their capital used to be here. We have two allies, one is Astra Militarum and one is Space Marines. We are just protecting the city here. This is the main battlefield. This area here. This whole game. It used to be here, but we lost that part. This is 3 versus 13. I think we can bring this down. This thing can survive one more hit, but it feels like it's pushing it. This one should have some damage reduction.
Oh my god.
17%.
Have you seen that shit?
Hey, Gastric.
Holy shit. What the hell?
They're trying to take artifact back here. I can roll over this war boss. Probably kill it since we have the concealed weapon system. Well, why did I expect anything else here? Yeah, this roll over them is very strong here. We have extra 25% attacks, and this one is level 10 with additional 10% from the artifact. This is extremely potent against anything on the ground that we can roll over, like a war boss. Fortunately, we can get artillery close for experience. Nobody gain experience from that. It's a shame. We need to shell this area here. There's a Mega Nobsos coming from this side. Those things are menace on full health. No implants on this one at least. They do have extra health points. We can also build a bastion with this one. This one is kinda in a bad spot for us. I don't think it sees the basilisks here. It'll be bad losing a level 6 basilisk just because this guy was out of position. I can only just put this thing here to clear this one. I'm just gonna have to ignore it. Running out of food now. Energy situation should be fixed. I'm gonna have to risk this one here to repair this. I can get a fort bastion next turn. As soon as a level 9 Imperial Bastion, let's have to try to save it. It's in a critical spot there. Thing is like no health. City's going down, it's great news. Was melter bombs, I think. Huh? Scout Sentinel so sturdy there. There's a lot of killer cans here. There are more and more Meganobs coming. Killing that city on the right is critical, so they don't overrun the Space Marines there. It's like letting that city just go would have been really bad. It's good we didn't have to set a tank there. The Scout Sentinels were enough for the ally help. We're starting to lose this thing here. And if we lose this thing here, we're gonna lose the artifact. Lose 10% damage is huge. It's like additional 2 levels. Okay, very good. Our Basilisk got a level 7 there. Oh my god. Really? Just killed my level 10 Scout Sentinels. That's fucked up, man. Those guys have seen 100 battles and just died like that. Fucking this thing appears out of the warp. In the middle of nowhere. In the middle of our allied territory there. I think the Hades Gatling cannon can clear this. We might be losing both sentinels here. This has to happen. Man, we almost saved that one. It's just, would have been nice if we kept it, but that was a low health and this thing came out of nowhere. This is gonna just destroy all the Space Marines here. I'm not sure how this thing works and how it appears. But it's gonna fuck up everything here. And we don't even get a reward when we defeat it, unless they fixed it, because we turn off the quests. It's just going to be a menace. We can't kill this right now, we just have to ignore it. There's a tank coming from the west. It's a lot of skulls. It's a chaos super heavy. It's really unlucky it appeared here. Was that our first unit loss this whole game? The relevant unit loss, I think. I guess the tech priest was killed, but we were put in harm's way. I guess we haven't had any relevant losses. Big loss would have been losing the Moja here, or another Lemura's Bell tank. Or a high level Basilisk. Because they're very hard to level. Yeah, we can fix the wall here. We don't want him to go around, so I'm just gonna make a wall of impaled bastions here. And continue to find this area here while we are building up the cities. Slowly losing the impaled bastion here. The Basilisks are helping a lot, but it's only two of them. We have 110 influence. It's 4 ore extractors here. We're losing 2 per turn because of the low loyalty. Actually, it's still worth it. We get 70 at a cost of 60 influence. Get another ore extractor and a loyalty building, and this one is going to be here must up time 100%. So the edicts, this is a thing that the Militarum have. Use influence to increase various production. Like in this case, get more ore from the ore extractors. Edict Departamento Militarum to all manufactory overseers. Servitors are required to be run continuously for this cycle. Burnouts, fatalities are to be replaced from the lower ranks of the penal and labor corps. You know what can happen? That a lot of skulls can destroy the Space Marine city. That would have been really bad. I mean, like, fucking terrible. Space Marines are finally reaching that point where they can actually be a little bit more useful. I feel like for future games of this in this type of scenario, we need to give them a small advantage. But actually be Space Marines, not some kind of balanced multiplayer faction. Oh, look at Battle Wagon. This is actually a random move. They didn't see this this unit before here. Okay, it survived. They didn't have enough firepower on their thing. Lives. Open overbug is in the range of dev copters. The thing is expensive to replace without of energy. We need to fight them off here so we can repair this bastion. The Sentinels were guarding this area, but we had to go destroy the city there. So they started to overrun it. What was that weapon it used? It was the Hades Gatling cannon. If the Hades auto cannon generates a rain of fire, the vastly enlarged Hades Gatling cannon summons for a hurricane, firing several hundred rune-graven rounds per second. This weapon turns everything in its sights to unrecognizable pulp. Now, it did some crazy damage considering we were in an outpost. We won't be able to save this one unless we flee into the corner. Mega Nobs are here as well. Maybe he just stays here. Maybe takes these ruins and just chills. You just have to ignore it. The orcs are already pushing here. The city is again under half health. There are two Mega Nobs here on full health. And I have rolled them over on cooldown. This tank is also under half health now. You're gonna have to go after this Bellwagon here. If you damage it, it should go away. Maybe we should send both Basilisks and these killer cans here. I don't think anybody can assist them here. Get to the effective range here. I think Firebolt, Heavy Bolter and the Earthshaker. If this thing going to melee, this is fucked. The reason these things could also just go for the city if this one is not tanking it here. Maybe fight this one off. They're really hard to kill when they're inside the city. The city offers some benefits even to the enemy. I'll have a roll over them next turn. It's super deadly to anything on the ground. We'll just damage this one here for now. I think we can survive here another turn or two. Spam boys have reached the Cyber Implant 3. That's the problematic ones. There's so many orcs and there's so many pain boys and they just work on each other. Implants and healing. Man, those tacticals didn't do shit to that Mega Nobs. That is such low health right now. Bazooka's probably gonna do it. Losing that artifact is gonna be a big deal. That one is one of the best positions probably on the map because it's next to ore field, so we can't allow this to live. This type of wall is fucked up. We made it like that on purpose. And anything next to ore field is not allowed to live unless we control it ourselves. This thing is not taking damage, what the fuck? I guess it's max range. They have extra armor now as well. The pressure is building up again. Ooh, shit, it lived! My god, those snobs just went to full health. Don't you even think about it. There's a lot of skulls is such an RNG factor, it's crazy. Sometimes it helps us, sometimes it's real bad. I don't think we should even bother with these things here. Okay, we got another Basilisk to level 2. Getting Basilisk leveled up is important. I think we can use the Heavy Bolter from here. Should be safe enough for us for one move. Almost enough for a kill. There's too many killer cans here, we can't fight them off. This is one of our allies. This is our main city here and our second city here. This used to be our second ally, but this is all that's left of them and they're in deep shit. I'm down to 20 health. Really bad. But I can do this. I can actually survive roll over them, what the fuck? Cyborg implants. Cyborg implants. Fuck you and your cyborg implants. They're gonna destroy the city if we don't keep this tank here. We need to ignore the city here and help here. It's gonna create problems on its own. kill those mechs here. Well, ignore the battle wagon. Did move recently. Okay, and wall is up. You just have to clear these forests here. This one is currently a little bit exposed, but could be fine. This shit is so fucking symmetrical. You guys seeing this? The distance between these two cities and these Imperial Bastions. Don't you just allow it? It's just like Craigasm. We could totally build another city to further here. Get one mega city here. But we don't have the resources right now. This thing has survived with the 0.7 health. They're gonna destroy it and get a massive experience here. We're gonna lose the artifact as well. Best thing we can do here, this thing will go away to heal anyways. I guess we just hit these killer cans. Damage them a bit. These guys are dead here. The Lotus Skulls could destroy this city. It's like, and nothing we can do about it. That is fucked. There are like 10 orcs on this map and it's spawned next to Space Marines. Fucked. They just got to a point where that city can actually do something. As in produce enough acquisitions to get some units going. It might get fucked by a lot of skulls. That is a cruel RNG. Lost the Bastion here, we're gonna lose the artifact. It's gonna set us back. We had to go east to destroy that city. So we had to abandon the defense here. 2 Bastions were not enough. Now that Bastion is the only thing that stands between those orcs and the second city. Well, they lost the capital, Moja. They bought us a lot of time, but they lost the capital in the end. This is what I like. Get into our wall. This is a heavy bolter shooting. We are researching additional heavy bolters. I need to build another Bastion here. This is not gonna be enough. We just lost the artifact. That's 10% more damage to that orc faction. I'm fucking nervous here, man. Where is this thing going? Shut up. He's gonna be on the map another 6 turns, I think. I think he lost 10 turns in without quests. We demoralized it because the bastion got destroyed. We need to kill something here so we recover morale. It's beautiful. It's beautiful as well. Probably get this basilisk in range for experience. 3 is the radius. 1, 2, 3. Killer gets the experience no matter what range. But allied units get only experience within the radius of 3 from the killed unit. Overwatch from this bastions is gonna be deadly, so this is the wall I was talking about. It's been built. This is clear for the sec now. This thing is shaking right now, 64 health. Take 10 turns, 8 turns with Basilisk maybe. Let's get a food here. We need to clear these two forests. The line of fire in front of bastions has to be clear. No obstacles, no cover for the enemy. Okay, it's clear now. Good. Should just clear this one now here. In case they send more units here, this one, and it's all good. Have this fortress here for extra firepower. One of these could get killed here, they're a little bit exposed. Might be a warbug or deathcopter close. The bastions have 2 range. They have heavy bolters, they are 2 range. This soundtrack is from the Craft Dari. It's a very nice one. We need to repair this tank. This basilisk has to kind of get out of this area. Let's go into the city. This thing is demoralized, so we can do a lot of damage right now. We kind of need another bastion here. The city has gotten to a point where it will start to overrun the area with the units. That's why it piled. These guys are trying to recover here. They have resources, but they don't have the room, the population to work the buildings. There's no recruitment buildings either. It's gonna be a miracle if they do anything with the rest of the game. These guys are at a point where they can actually do something. At least they have the influence.
Oh
Those
my
fortresses
God. You see
help.
that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Thank you, Ashes. Oh shit. Just what we need, Dakka jets. Fucking annoying, hard to kill and do lots of damage. There's still 9 orcs left, I think. Dakka jet with what 10? This should be illegal. Fuck that, I don't have a resource for this. Negative loyalty. It's the only spot. It's also kind of the only spot where we can get plus 20 food. I think getting a loyalty building is more important than getting a food building here. The next hub block, we don't have the resources for it. One more food building should be fine. The next city will get it. We had so much luck going on early, now it's all gone to shit. This fucking lot of skulls, man. We lost all units from Space Marines. I think the Space Marines should get a minor advantage in the future for this type of scenarios. Their playstyle just does not work in this type of scenario. And having one city on a large map, they need a small advantage. With allies, their fortresses also have less value. Luckily, we can do this in the game settings. I feel we are dead here. I don't even have a resource to get another lemon raspberry tank. We can't fight out those meganobs anymore. We'll give the future Space Marine allies a small advantage, since they can't expand. They're way too balanced for multiplayer, if you know what I mean. They need a little bit edge. The bigger the mob, the weaker the Space Marines, I feel. Especially with allies around. It's like, look at this. This is fucked. We're on 20% health here. And we need to fight them, and we can't. We lost all defenses here. Now they're gonna go for the city. I need the 8 turns for additional hail bolters. At least this area has calmed down. Yeah, we have a wall. But now all of a sudden they stopped coming here and they're coming from the other side. Problem is they're now getting also the other side of the wire with here. This only works if we actually kill them on time. This wire wheel is giving us advantage. If we get to the other side and we can kill them, it doesn't do anything. Need to back off with Moja here. Get into position where we can repair the tank. The city is on 59 health, it's not gonna last long. This Bastion is also on low health. All it needs like a war boss here or two and it's done. This Meganobs here, we need to damage them. Can have Meganobs running on good health. Hopefully there's no pain boys behind them, otherwise it's over. I could go into the city here, buy some time here. It's 35 health lemon without extra firepower. Maybe I can buy a turn or two here and retreat. They're losing morale again. This thing gets destroyed, this whole area is gonna get demoralized. They could totally kill, nearly kill Moja here. The Daka Jet comes back and Moja is dead. That should probably be game over then. Yeah, just get Bam Blades, you know, they're cheap. Only 480 ore per Bam Blade. I think there was maybe like 1 or 2 moments in this game where we actually had some resources. And we used it to build that wall there. We don't lose our second scout sentinel here. Whew. 3.3 health. We have to shoot that. But this thing wasn't buffed. Infantry require food. And you see any food on this map? We barely have enough for population. This is not a regular game. This is a survival game on a hellish world. If you get the, you know, the star for infantry, go infantry, right? And even at that point, the vehicles might still be better. We're gonna be doing more scenarios like this, but right now we're doing the Orc Apocalypse. Imagine this scenario with all Nakrans. Yeah, sure. Think I gotta go play Cartip. Think I'll try to get another lemon out. Three lemons with heavy bolters could be something. There's only one. There's two versions of Lemon Raspberry tank. There's Tank Commander, and then there's the regular Lemon Raspberry tank. Looks like the front has arrived to the our second city. We currently cannot really defend it. I can queue a Lemon Raspberry tank, right? I can queue it. 8 turns. But we're gonna be fucked in 8 turns. I have to just build a Bastion here. There's a war boss here. Doesn't look like we can do much about him. The only thing we can hope here that Warboss is going to melee. We can start, I guess, using the tank bonuses here. There's Megan Ops coming from the right. Yeah, this is a hero unit. The tank commander, its name Moji's Team Tank. This is Tech Priest Angel Sears. This is a support unit. It can found a city, or it can heal, repair fortifications, vehicles. It can also buff fortifications and vehicles with range accuracy, and also build fortifications. It's a critical unit to the strategy of Imperial Guard. I feel like we have to expose this one here to protect this, because if we lose this, it's a problem. This Basel is a tank. It should be able to survive unless they have a melee attack. This is another problem entirely here. We could still try to poke their morale. This thing might just go into melee and then it's ugly. Now we don't have options here. I don't see any pain boy here, so it's pain boys here, so it's good. The front has arrived to our second city. Which means we gonna probably have to withdraw from here. This shit is not gonna last. It's a Daka jet. But a good Overwatch. We might be able to kill it. It's only one Daka jet. It's only one Daka jet. Jinking, so we can't really hit very well here. Ooh, that was actually enough. This should demoralize them here. To heal the tank commander here. There's a level 3 basilisk. This guy's a little bit demoralized here, so they take a little bit more damage. What do we have here? Someone's trying to heal. It's a nice amount of targets here. Additional heavy bolters 5 turns, but we only have 2 units that will get upgraded. I think we should start another lemon now. There's a pain boy there, huh? Demoralize them again from in this area here. Should buy some time. What is the victory condition for this? This is a skirmish. We have to destroy their bases. The battle wagon is tough enough to go through through these defenses, but alone it's not gonna be enough. Targeting a basilisk doesn't have enough firepower. Additional heavy bolters are for the Valkyries, Lemon Bell tanks, and the Band Blades. There's another fortress down. Dropped a little bit morale on the left. We have the awaken the machine. We just need to get those heavy bolters. This thing is so tough. We have to destroy it or push it off before the other more units come. Good experience here. Further demoralize them here. This is massive here. What do we have on this side? Death Copters. We can roll them over here on one of the units. But it's just boys here. It's a level 7 basilisk. In 2 turns I can kill Lemon. Be just what we need. This one will go away. Should just get this one to safety. It's a little bit exposed here. L3. This is all level 10. You know they've seen some shit. Not really big threat here as long as they demoralize. They're just slowly chopping us down. Try to fight them over here first. Secure the area. Maybe we buy enough time to get the third lemon. Losing food and low on energy. The Razorback does shit to kill cans. City's getting under attack now. Four of those mega nodes, but they'll be back. Getting a little bit demoralized here again. This guy's is still needing a little bit more health for them to get back action. Three food, losing 3 food and 1 energy per turn. Ooh, why is the energy going down? We can be losing energy here. Maybe I shut down one of the manufactorums. And it's better. I do need to cure lemon though. Shut down next turn. I'll shut it down when I build that lemon. Our resources are so fucking stretched, look at that shit. We're running out of food, running out of energy. And the orcs are knocking down on our cities here. Let's kill one. These things are enough to mess up the bastions. Look at that, you can kill a bastion in nearly 2 hits. Oh, we can shoot it with artillery. Might have been a mistake building the hub block. It's draining the food now. We can't keep building the buildings there. Looks like the hub block does not cost the people to work in. It's still 6 out of 12. I get heavy bolts in 4 turns. And now we have a war boss. Oh, he's shooting with range. Okay, he's going for the city. There's a war boss on the left and a war boss on the right. They just need to go into melee and this area is fucked. The air use them a lot as a tank, glorified tank buster. So it looks like the hub block does not cost population. It only does cost energy. I actually always thought it would cost population to work. So the city has population, and one of the population is required to work each of these buildings. 1, 2, 3, 6. But a hub block is a building that increases population limit. So this one is special, so it doesn't require population to work. Which means at this point, this hub block is doing nothing but draining our energy until we build another building. We'll just shut it down. By shutting down, the city will not grow and it will not drain our food because we don't need the extra population. It would just be better here to keep it on. How to build building in a city? The city has this building called the Labor Corps in the Astra Militarum, and it's a production building that produces buildings. Buildings require a slot. For example, this tile here has Arctic, so it's snow tile, has brush, rocks. So brush gives plus 10% food, rocks gives plus 20% ore. Brush does not take a slot, but rocks take a slot, so you can only build 2 buildings. This tile here is just Arctic, so it has 3 slots, and I built 3 buildings in it. So you need space. So, for example, you click on a building, and you click where you want to put it, where you have space. With the acquire tile, you acquire a tile for the city. City puts it into his city limit, and you get slots which you can put buildings on. Each tile costs 1 influence to maintain. Okay, we can build 1 Lemon Bell tank, and that's it. This is pretty much everything. And we get heavy bolts in 3 turns. If we survive this Lemon Bell tank, we might live a little bit longer. I'm considering to shut down the Cult Mechanicus to get ore and energy back. We'll lose a little bit of research though. It seems to get still this in 3 turns. It's a building which could be considered to turn off. I think this is fine shutting down the Cult Mechanicus. We don't want to be building another plasma ionizer yet. This area is fucked. So we're building a new wall. These guys haven't heard of Devastators. kill this pain boy here. Get the basilisks in range. Go gunner's kill on sight ability. Okay, let's go for a max damage here. Increase accuracy here with awakening the machine. Put Basilisk in the range of this tank commander. The tank commander will activate gunner's kill on sight ability, which will kill over the tanks and tank commander 45% more range attacks. It will also activate the strike and shout here, give them smoke screen as well. Now we are here on 1.4 attacks and 8 accuracy. We need to send rain somewhere. We can kill this one, we can, it's a big deal. Shoot this. And where can we shoot the artillery here? It's actually a lot of damage on this artillery. This pain boy is being pain in the ass. And not much we can do about it. We need 3 artillery units to kill it. They're all losing because of these pain boys. These are the tiles so the Necrons build their cities. We don't see this one, it's a problem. At least we can fight over this one. This Lemon is probably gonna get destroyed here. I think it's dead next turn. This war boss will hit it for 14 damage. It can hit it for 14 damage, but it might just go for the city. Shelling this one is not worth it, just shoot it. The Painboy might decide to heal itself. What is this cooldown? 1 turn, 12 hit points? Fucking hell. And I totally forgot we have that Mega Nobs there. This shit's just gonna have to hold. We can do some serious damage here, but that Painboy and the War Boss guarantee we lose this this area here. It's no guarantee they're gonna do the right thing here, but it's a pretty good chance. The problem is we just shoot at Painboy. If we can't kill it, it's full health next turn. These things are just wasting space here. They're just basically blocking area here. So shooting these things doesn't do anything. So we got the option of Tank Buster here, till the flesh gets here. God damn. That war boss died. That should demoralize him a bit. Now we got Meganobs there. Oh, we shouldn't have shot that. This is the reason why the lemon is probably dead. The war boss can kill that lemon and this area is fucked. This is fucked. I didn't even know the Meganobs were there. Shooting that one was bad because it tried to go back and it opened a space for a stronger unit. This thing could still go attack the city instead, but it can kill the Lemon Arsbell tank. Losing that Lemon Arsbell tank will be the beginning of the end here. Okay, shooting the city. The lemon is surrounded though. This is gonna be a massive loss here. Mega knobs are the problem which we have to focus on. Oh, hey, Bolter wasn't shooting here. Didn't see them on. Could have killed the pain boy here as well, sacrificing scout sentinels. This one getting in here is really bad. You still have a few options here, but it's just a matter of time before this falls. This one is in harm's way now as well. But we don't really have any options here. We have to go for this. They're demoralized here. The moment they kill anything here, it's over. The city might actually die in the same turn as the lemon. That city lasted so long. This is the Mushroom Death Valley. We lost the lemon as well. Think there goes the morale. They got morale as well. This is the end now. They're just gonna totally roll this area now. It lasted a long time. Our third ally got destroyed. There's a massive morale loss there. We are about to run out of food, look at that shit. What are we using our food on? Our use don't even cost food, it's the population. Take this out, so you're fucked. Maybe the one that don't work will affect this somehow. More mega knobs. We're about to get additional hair bolters when we lost the thing there. Kinda have to restore morale here before we start shooting again. Sounds are too far to fill it down. This one is just like wow. The amount of buffs on this one is not gonna go down easily. Good night, Blondes. This restores morale a little. This is gonna just destroy morale here the moment this gets destroyed. Can't let him have this much firepower here. Yeah, I can, but I don't think it's worth it. It's probably best to just put into full health. Maybe if these guys take damage, this one can finish this off. This is like missing like just tiny bit of damage. Away with that one here. This one is gonna hit hard if it goes through. This one might just pull back now. I don't know. This is looking very bad with the food. Nothing we can do about it. That's a big loss there. Those sentinels are broken right now. Means takes X additional damage. That's a threat item, Ashes. Additional heavy bolters. Has the specimen been any help at all? The fortresses was buying us time. I'm not exactly sure what is even gonna happen with this. This extra population is... we couldn't keep up even with the big construction here. The city is taking quite a bit of damage as well. This one a little bit problematic. We can do one casualty there. Because they're not gonna be on full strength. This is still shaking though. This is not gonna last if this Meganop's close. Let's upgrade the blast weapons. Oh, they're actually backing off. This model is bad, so they're gonna take extra damage. Level 10 corner battle bash and getting destroyed is bad. Captain and Assault Space Marines just lost the tech priest there. The tank bust moved and killed it. That's a big loss. I just built the thing there, and the food is still in -4. That one moving in was definitely reckless, but good move. There's more Meganobs coming. You just don't have firepower to stop them. We almost got to the point where we could actually get some firepower out. We've been running this whole game with minimal resources. Well, it's the tech priests, they just get killed. They can't survive against a VA-10, and we need them in those spots. The enemy is going into our territory. If they want a suicide there, he needs to kill our tech priest, nothing we can do about it. I'm not sure the heavy bolters can fire from there. They got this one inside as well. We have 2 basilisks, scout sentinels, 1 tank commander, and 1 tech priest engineers. The space marines have 0 firepower here. Can't even scratch the orcs anymore with what I got. And there's killer cans inside our territory. It has to be done. We could weaken this unit to 2 out of 3. This thing will just destroy all the bastions if they go through. The sentinels are still shaken. You have to put him in harm's way, otherwise this angel city is most likely dead. There's a decent chance he's gonna be dead, but if there was no bastion here, it's like this one just goes down, this one just goes down, and just get pushed even further forward. They might work in a regular scenario estimation, but we're playing a survival game here. There's like no resources for that. And if we build chip units, we just feed the enemy morale, because they outnumber 10 times. The goal is to use the enemy morale against them and buy time until we can fortify and get more powerful units. This map is created a hell with minimal resources. The only thing abundant is research and enemies. Cheap units just get destroyed by the killer cans. This is a survival scenario, supposed to be next to impossible. We were just getting to the point where we were fortifying and getting more tanks out. I feel like we have to give a small advantage to our allies since they are doing literally nothing under pressure. They're just basically there to buy time. There's way too many orcs for them to do anything unless they have like a small advantage. Maybe we'll increase the difficulty for them and see how it goes like that. I'll just tune it over time. I opened with the fastest possible tank commander and then went for the city expansion. And the only reason this was possible because the AI built a city in the middle of a wireweed. And this worked for a while. But we got overrun here, they started poking here, and this was lost, and now they're going from the other sides. I just want to see how many units get in here. We got into the point where we get firepower. That's basically this. The Bane Blades are unrealistic in a scenario like this. It's like Bane Blade, Craigasm, but it's impossible to afford them. Rather build another city and eliminate us battle tanks. It's gonna be it's gonna take forever to get to Bane Blade scenario. It's probably not possible to get Bane Blades in this type of scenario. Even if you research technologies, there is no way to get resources for it. Because if you have 480 ore ready, you're probably gonna be dead. Because we constantly need resources to fight the enemies, and we're getting to the point we're gonna Bane Blade out. It's the lemons are just gonna be always a better option because the map is massive. They only built a city here. God damn it! It was mine! The Mega Knobs, you can totally feel the Mega Knobs pressure. You can definitely feel Mega Knobs pressure here. The moment I started getting Mega Knobs out, it was pressure starting to build up. The initial pressure happens with war bosses, but the Mega Knobs is like the next level of pressure here. I lost our tech priest here, so it's over. We can't get another tech priest. What's gonna happen with lack of food? I'm not sure what's the penalty for having no food. Is it like we just can't get units out? Imperial Guard is about numbers. You know, infantry or tanks, just numbers. Doesn't matter if they're on foot or in vehicle. It's just numbers. Would have been a total different story. We got like 6 basilisks out, 6 lemons, right? But we're just getting there. It's like I said, this is a slow game on a hellish planet against a million orcs. But Delta, we have a city here. We have a city here, and we didn't even have the resources to keep building buildings here. And this was fastest we could get it after Tank Commander. Without the Tank Commander, we would have been overrun. Like I said, this is not a regular game, so it's pointless to give such an advice. If you're watching this from the start, you would have seen that we were doing the best we could with the resources. The second city is critical. The second city is critical, there's no doubt about that. The problem is the bastions can fight off a lot of things. But the moment they start sending war bosses in melee and Mega Knobs, the bastions just fall. You need hard-hitting firepower to fight off these units. The bastions will not hold. The melee of the orcs destroy bastions, no problem. The bastions have limits, what I'm saying. The orcs with a Y just hit hard in melee. It's also a really totally different game if you play teams versus free-for-all. Free-for-all is super imbalanced and unpredictable. Team games could be way harder. It's like, I feel like the free-for-all is way too much RNG. What happens if the loyalty is too low? You lose all outputs and production. 2% per negative loyalty. I think it's fine to a -5 for like Imperial Guard, but if it gets close to 10 or higher, it's starting to be a problem. So depending on the size of the city, you want to keep it no lower than -5. But as the city gets bigger, you might even want to consider getting positive, depending. Yeah, now they're just rolling, nothing we can do it here. They got morale, they got experience, and they're just gonna destroy everything. We can't really stop them anymore. The cities are producing way too much now. We almost got there. The green ones have a lot here. Look at this. This planet has been overrun by the orcs. We need to give, I think, small advantage to our allies. Because there's way too much orcs. They're not doing really anything. I think the map size is great for this. We gotta overrun, boys. There's like nothing we can do anymore here. This was our best try. Turn 180. I think slow is good for this. Slow is good. So we managed to destroy 2 of the orcs. At some point we were actually doing very good, but once their cities kicked in, it was too much. Yeah, the one that got 3 cities was just too much. We managed to destroy 2 of the orcs. What does this even mean, you know? It's like, we want some numbers, fuck the graphs, man. Yeah, this one is done. This one is done. So the setup for this was a medium difficulty. Medium world size. I think medium world size is good for this. There's a very high land mass, slow game pace, so we want to have a slow game where the resources matter, but nobody has any much advantages. We were in a team with the Space Marines and other Astra Militarum. I don't think they're good on Sergeant. I think we have to give them a small loyalty advantage, like small advantage, put them on a higher difficulty, so they actually can do something. They were literally just buying time here. literally just a wall that we were building around. There were 13 orcs in one team. So by giving them a higher difficulty will give them a little bit loyalty, which means they might do actually something. The setup was medium wildlife density, so most of it is in the center. Very low artifact density, very low special resource, very low ruins of wall, very low, basically very low amount of outposts, so limited resource on the map. It was a very high wire width, so extremely hostile planet with everything created in a setup where there's going to be a lot of Arctic and snow, so everything is just really research and tundra. So very low food, ore, and energy. So hostile environment with minimal resources, lots of wire width. So the resources are scarce, and we are basically highly outnumbered. We managed to defeat 2 of them. What happened to the Chaos Titan? I think it just was sleeping in the fog of war. We were doing good because we were putting a good use of our resources, I think. I think turning off the Lotus Skull, since there is no reward for defeating it, it makes sense. Also, removes a little bit RNG from the map. And giving our team, not us, but our Space Marines and Astra Militarum, a small boost. By putting them on commissar, it's like what? I think it's like they give 10 loyalty. So they can actually do something. The Space Marines really need it. The Space Marines really need it. In this scenario, they just will not work being outnumbered. We just lost, got overrun. We're going to tune this scenario where it's next to impossible, but not impossible. What happened here, I think our allies did nothing. Nothing really of significance except just bought us a little bit time. And the orc economy kicked in. Second city, third city, and we just couldn't keep up with it. We missed probably like 3 tanks to keep fighting. Maybe like 2 lemons and a basilisk. But I think the setup is good. The setup is good when for a basic setup. Medium, very high, slow. I want the planet to feel hellish with minimal resources, and it felt like that. We just, I feel like for the next attempt, we just tune their bonuses a bit. If we give a small bonus to our allies, they might actually be a little bit more useful. I think putting Marines in a team and not giving them bonus is pointless. They're just trash. Marines are just trash. The orcs are just too much for them. And these guys are almost worse. And it's mainly because outnumbered. But Space Marines are not that strong anyways. Bigger map. Also, it doesn't really work for them. So we're gonna do another attempt, probably with giving them a little bit bonus here. We're gonna keep the same setup, except we're gonna turn on the Lotus Skulls to remove the unpredictability there, RNG. Since there are no quests, you can get the reward by defeating Lotus Skulls, the 10% damage reduction. So it will just fuck up either one of the orcs, a whole orc armies, or if it spawns next to us, we just lose. So we'll turn off Lotus Skulls. I'm not sure about wire with density. I think very high makes sense with this scenario. So we actually have a chance. As you can see, we did get overrun eventually. Yes, suffer again wire width, but they still overcome us with the numbers. We do have to play against the wire width as well. Now we want to keep the planet hellish. Might make for a more interesting game. This was an interesting game. Were you watching this? What the hell are you talking about? The only reason why we lived this long is because there was a city in the middle of the wire with there. I think our resources are way too low for this. We were getting to the point where we were getting more stuff out. I guess we could get lucky with the ore field, and if it is a little bit less pressure, the second city might thrive a bit more. But there's no resources to get a second city up and running. That whole early game I had 2 scout sentinels and they worked. Rush for tank commander, rush for the second city after. Tank commander has to come first. Maybe get that influence thing out first as well. There's very limited resources in the map. Even the outposts are limited. This is on purpose. Put this on low so it actually looks a little bit more with the rest of the terrain. They're not like there are not any Necrons on the map. So probably put it on very low since we are looking for a hellish ice planet. The Necron tombs just feel like are out of place. They don't even fit this map anyways. Webway gate density is fine on medium. Blocks acid blocks them, and it's a little bit experience. These two were fine. The Necron tomb just don't go with the aesthetic of the planet, and there's no Necrons anyways. Should be several of them on the map anyways with a very low on a this size map. Is this setting even safe if I just modify it without starting? It should, right? The settings always should save, right? So minimal resources here. It affects them as well, I think, until they get a second city on a higher tier. We just can't lose a tank when we get tanks. I feel like the moment we lose a tank, it's over. But if I move that Lemon Last Battle tank out of that position, we would have lost it as well. The city would have been lost sooner. These guys will be on bonus from the hard. What are the bonuses anyways? It's like 10, 30, 70, 100, I think. Because we are dealing with such limited resources and fighting massive numbers. They also deal with limited resources, but they outnumber us many times. So these guys will be on 10 loyalty bonus. This is a small boost to Space Marines, might matter more for the Astra Militarum. But they should still have extremely rough stuff going on. This guy's suicided so many units. This makes the allies a little bit, should make them a little bit more useful. But it's gonna be ultimately down to RNG and how the early game goes. Now, Summation, you probably didn't get what was going on the map. It was the same scenario, and we were trying to help. You should also ease up on the backseating, man. Like I said, this is not a regular game. Try this, you know, in front of your PC, and tell me how it goes. We have to do highly irregular stuff to get to the to anywhere. It's not just point A to B. We also have to work together to help our allies to actually survive. I think this should save here. There is no scum saving here on this stream. Saves coming. Whatever. This is trying to create a scenario where it's next to impossible with minimal resources for both sides. What color is this? This is like Reza Rust, and this is what? Trollsler Orange. It's the same color, right? Really? What the fuck? Should also put this one on a different color. They kind of look similar to our color there. Maybe Baylor Brown is okay. So, does this actually save the setting? I'm just wondering. Does it always save the setting? This game is highly customizable, so it's kind of pointless to really give advice unless you follow up what the hell is going up. So keep that in mind. If you're watching at the screen, same time as me a screen, you're free to offer the advice. But if you're not really up to date with what the fuck is going on with the setting of the map, it's pointless to give advice from your personal experience, because you probably have not done this before. Okay. Next game will start tomorrow, boys. We're gonna be doing Orc Apocalypse again. The changes we did, which we'll mention also tomorrow, we given the bonuses to our allies, a small bonus. So they're basically playing on hard difficulty, 10 loyalty each, but they are crazy outnumbered, it might not matter at all. It's probably gonna be due to RNG in the early game. It might actually go worse than the first game. We also lowered the Necron Troop density to very low from medium, so it's more aesthetical with the planet, a little bit more snow, because we want to try to make the planet very hellish with lots of wire width, minimal outposts, minimal resources, mainly snow research, everything else low. Factions that do get ore fields will get a small advantage just because of that. We'll keep up with this hellish planet for at least one more attempt. We also turn off the Lord of Skulls, big RNG factor. Since there is no quest and defeating it will not give you the bonus reward, so it's kind of pointless. It's just going to screw up more with us than with the orcs. And if we have to rely on Lord of Skulls to be the orcs, it's kind of pointless. And if it comes on our side, we are just fucked. We'll be starting this thing first thing tomorrow. We'll be playing it probably until the raid, which is gonna be in the evening. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Good night.